But again, I will state, we are not authorizing the long-term, large-scale ground combat operations like those our nation conducted in Iraq and Afghanistan. We are not going to repeat the same mistake we did, but instead we are going to back these rebel forces because ultimately they must be the ones to win the fight against ISIS. And the only way that they will do that is with US support. And that is exactly why these troops will not be staying in the long term, because they are not attempting to solve this issue all on their own, but rather provide critical support to the local forces already on the ground by providing essential training and assisting them to drive ISIL back. My opponent continually argues that the status quo is fine as is, but I would like to bring up again how in Cross-Ex they conceded that the types of strategies that are occurring in the status quo are air support and train and equip programs, which my evidence specifically states cannot work to defeat ISIS unless they are backed by ground troops. This is stated by Jeffrey James, an ambassador and distinguished fellow at the Washington Institute. Therefore, even if the status quo is doing what it can now, it will never be able to completely solve for and defeat ISIS unless we are using at least some US ground forces to support the local forces that are already there on the ground.
In Afghanistan, immediately after our withdrawal, Al-Qaeda came back stronger than ever before. And in Vietnam, our interference directly resulted in the North taking over the entire country. And in Syria, our interference will result in Islamic State coming back stronger than ever before. Because the truth is, if the US has to hold territory, if the very factor of US troops is put into the equation, they will be seen as an occupying force. The Syrians will see us, even civilians. They have stated that they do not want troops in the nation. They will see us as a destabilizing force, and they will see our goals as colonialism, as explicitly stated by the Free Syrian Army, which, mind you, is 60% of current rebel groups fighting Assad. I also want to clarify that the Syrian Democratic Forces, she cites, make up 3% of opposition forces to Assad and those we back. 60% are the Free Syrian Army, and the rest are a ragtag group. Some of them are Al-Qaeda, which is called al-Nusra in Syria. Now, she has stated that our operations have worked nowhere in Iraq or in Syria. However, just today, Kurdish and Iraqi security forces have cleared out the outskirts of the city of Mosul and are clear to taking the largest city within ISIS's ranks, showing that inherent resolve will work and will work better with a diplomatic solution.